I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who be caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your number one Chief Rock and Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezy, coming through for the Knicks Morning Drive, the premier Knicks in the Morning Time show. What's good, everybody? Let Me Live is in the building. Salute. Okay. Virtuoso. Okay. I see y'all out here. Man. I ain't seen y'all in a minute. You know what? Probably because I hadn't been doing the morning show. But here we are. Salute, everybody. Salute. I didn't really have like a lot of content per se in order to that's the word I'm looking for. In order to chop it up about. But what I did want to do is see what you guys want to talk about this morning so that we can kind of get into it. Y'all tell me what y'all want to talk about. Let's do that. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you guys really want to talk about. And I think I'm up for it. Fallback haters is in the building. Salute. I ain't even gonna front. I got a bunch of stuff going on. Something happened just out of the blue. What adjustments need to be made for game 3? Easy. Right? The easy adjustment for game 3, right? That's easy. I'm trying to find some way to put this device. The easy adjustments that we need to make for game 3 is incorporate OG Anunoby into the offense. I think about by incorporating OG Anunoby into the offense by threatening the rim, it opens up outlets for Cat and Mikal Bridges. Here's the thing. That requires Jalen Brunson passing the basketball. Anthony Paris was good. DSJ says, why does Brunson take stupid shots for such an intelligent player? I think it's a game management piece that's not really built into his game. I don't know if he's an effective game manager, right? And I'm not knocking Jalen Brunson, right? Because I know the haters are gonna be like, "Oh my God, you always criticize." Nah, it's not peace. Peace, relax, peace. Relax. It's not like we don't want to criticize JB, right? But we're just trying to figure out. We're trying to find answers. We out here. We want to win. We want answers, bro. We want this team to win. And what can we have to have the conversations like, what does this team need to do in order for us to win? That should be easy for us to determine. Like, yo, we lost to Detroit. What's going on out here? What are we gonna have to do? We're gonna have to do something, right? Yes. We are gonna have to do something. That means we're gonna have to rearrange our mindset, right? Incorporate OG. Eric G in the building. Salute. Eric G in the building. Eric G, I'm looking for some Mizunos, bro. I told Ivory 10 that I was looking for Mizunos, and then the first thing I see is TaylorMade P790. I don't know. I don't know. Right? DSJ says, we want the best version of our players to become champions. That requires real conversations. Yep. I'm up for it. I'm up for the real conversations, man. You know, I'm up for the real conversations. I ain't even gonna front. That's what I'm here for. I in terms of like just certain conversations, I don't want it to be like, who? Me? I lose, man. Listen, I'll lose a golf ball in a minute, bro. Are you asking, am I golfing today, or am I a golfer in general, or am I getting into a certain thing? Because if you're asking if I'm a golfer, yes. If you're asking, I hadn't golfed, I hadn't played in a while because I'm coming off injury and I'm older and fatter. And I'm older and fatter, right? So I'm trying to get back into a certain thing, right? Let Me Live says, I'm not worried at all about this series. We haven't had one great game, and Detroit playing their butts off. We get this, but going down 1-2 is not a good look. Right. See, Let Me Live. Okay, so we were in the same, I think we're in the same place. I think we're in the same place. Right. And the reason why I say I think we're in the same place is because ultimately, I think the Knicks are going to win this series. Right? I just think the optics of a long series with Detroit is worse or just as bad as us losing to Detroit. All right. We should watch this team up, get them out of here, and be rested up for Boston. That's what I believe. Right. That's what I believe. Let me also say, while I'm here, thank you to everyone subscribing to the channel, helping the channel grow, hitting that like button. Right now, the channel is at 8768 subscribers. You know, hopefully we can get to that place of once we settle into a specific number or get to a specific number, get to our true value in terms of numbers and such. Let Me Live says 6 games is the max. Right. I think the key to us winning tonight is making Malik Beasley, Tim Hardaway Jr., Asar Thompson, Cade Cunningham, and Tobias Harris all guard, right? Like, I don't think their defense has been tested. Right? I legit think, let me see, it's the word I'm looking for. The word I'm looking for Detroit, it's like a term. The thing I would say to Detroit is we can be as good as the best of them and as bad as the worst, but don't test us. We can be as good as the best of anybody. We can be as good as anybody in the league. And at times we could be as bad as the worst. Right? But don't test us. We gotta get out of this round and get ready for Boston. The second adjustment the Knicks need to do is offensively is floor spacing. Right? And floor spacing doesn't mean create space so you can throw the lob. Floor spacing means everybody on the floor is a threat. Everybody on the floor is a threat. Right? With Mitch on the floor, we can't have Mitch creeping in a dunker spot or screening up top. We need Mitchell Robinson moving his feet. Am I criticizing Mitch? No, I'm not criticizing Mitch. But I think the Knicks need to have Mitchell Robinson moving his feet so we can take advantage of his athleticism. Do I think the Knicks need to play Cat and Mitchell Robinson together more? It depends on what the matchups are. I don't think there's a world where Cat and Mitch play together and Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges are on the floor. Virgil also asked a question, and this is a very good question. I think this is is this a trick question? How often does Mitch get utilized for screen and rolls? I think this is a trick question. Now, I'm not saying that the question has malice. I'm saying it's a trick question. Right? I think it's a trick question, and I think it's a trick question in that sense of Mitch screens 2 to 3 times at least on every possession. Right? But when Mitch screens, what is he screening for? He's screening so that the ball handler can get an open look, because he's not screening to get the ball from the ball handler and finish offensively. He's just screening to rub off a defender, to give the offensive player a really quick advantage, because he's not screening to catch the ball in traffic or be the short roll guy or anything like that. Nah, he ain't doing that. Yeah, that's not what he's doing. Yeah, he ain't doing that, man. Mitch is screening. To be honest with you, Mitchell Robinson's screening is probably undervalued, underused. And I think that's the reason why we struggle offensively, because there are aspects in our offense, right? There are aspects in our offense that we don't use, right? Part of it is Mitchell Robinson screening. The other part is OG Anunoby's cutting. Other part is Mikal Bridges' ability in the mid-range. So I guess ultimately when we talk about like what adjustments can be made, maybe Thibs is going to adjust to the adjustment, the anticipated adjustment. Now, there'll probably be Detroit might think they found something that they can exploit. And I think Thibs needs to exploit the anticipated exploitation. Because Detroit may think they found something good. They probably think, hey, you know what? We'll do what Jalen Duren is in that high screen for Cade, right? When Duren is up top, Detroit is going to run a cutter by the rim to try to entice Cat to drop off so Jalen Duren can get a run to the rim. So Cade, conversely, can put a body on OG, draw fouls, and maybe make his way to the rim. Right? So what the Knicks will do in turn is use the tag man to tag Jalen Duren as he goes to the rim. But what that does is it leaves the three-pointer open. Then what do we do? Because now it's pick your poison. It's the fitted sheet theory. Puts us in a weird spot, right? Do you trust our three-point defense against the Pistons? I do. But what I don't trust is role players' impact at home in a playoff game. Because even elite defenses can give up points to role players who play at home in the playoffs. They seem to become like energized, superpowered. And one of the things I think we cannot afford is Malik Beasley, Tim Hardaway, Tobias Harris, Dennis Schroeder, all of them to get hot at home, and then we face an uphill battle. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Any other adjustment you guys thinking about? I already know what y'all want to say. Anytime we think adjustments, y'all think personnel. Like, hey, man, you got to play Cat, Mitch, Precious, and Huck Porty together. Nah, no, we don't. But I do tell you a personnel thing I think we should do, that we should consider, one that we should consider. Go small. Precious at the 5. Precious as I beg. BX Kicks for Life was good. The Bronx is in the building. Salute to the Bronx. Y'all know what it is. If it wasn't for the Bronx, y'all already know the rest. How would y'all feel if Tom Thibodeau went smaller instead of going bigger? Get the ball moving up and down the floor some, away from Detroit's set defense. How would y'all feel about that? I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind seeing some lineup of Brunson, Deuce, a bench player, Mikal Bridges, and OG Anunoby. Knicks will be 2025 and 2026 champions in the building. Salute. Hey, you see that, boss? Hold on, y'all. Hold on for just a second. Hold on. Bear with me. We're going to talk about Thibs. Hold on. I got to make sure I do something real quick. We're going to talk about Thibs. Y'all be patient. Hold on. Wacko is in the building. Salute, Wacko. I just wanted to jump up here for a few minutes, man. I was going to rock for like 30 minutes, and then my phone started buzzing. So I was actually going to do it I actually wanted to jump on at 9 and do like 9 to like 11. Since we didn't jump on yesterday, I had a doctor's appointment yesterday. Just wanted to talk to the morning crowd. Right? I need to get y'all opinion. Y'all got to be honest with me, man. What are y'all thinking? Y'all mighty quiet in the chat. But I do want to say thank you to all the new subscribers, man. Everybody coming through to help us grow. This is phenomenal. I think the number right now is like 8768, something like that. Thank y'all for helping us grow. Hey, Lamar Jackson says, to be honest, I think Thibs needs to go win or lose. Enough is enough already. Clearly, you're experiencing Thibs fatigue. Clearly, that's just Thibs fatigue. And it happens. We all do something. We all set out on a task at times. And if we don't achieve the goal at the speed that we'd like to, the goal to be achieved, we get tired of it. Y'all go through it. Y'all go through it with the gym. like a lot of y'all legit are like, yeah, man, I'm gonna start going to the gym, man, because I want to get such and such type body, whatever. And then if you don't get it fast, you just quit because you get fatigued with it. Hinton Murphy is in the building. Salute. And I feel you. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a real thing. Lamar Jackson says, facts, man. He burnt these dudes out and is not utilizing the team right. I agree. I think example number 1 and 2 are Deuce McBride and Mitchell Robinson not being used correctly, in my opinion, right? I'm going to say that I would use them differently, right? I would use Deuce differently. I would definitely use Deuce off ball, no on ball responsibilities at all. Deuce, you just worry about scoring when you get in the game. Deuce, you're a shooting guard, basically. Deuce, you're a scorer and a defender. That's it. That's it. Right? Mitchell Robinson, when you set the screen, look, I'm going to show y'all something, right? I'm going to show y'all something. Mitch, you set the screen this way, right? Right? Guy coming this way, you set the screen, you slide this way. Mitch, when you're this way, bro, when you're this way, how about screen on the outside? Give the person you're screening the outside part and then drop your leg and go to the rim. Did y'all see how easy that was? Look at this. Look. I'm in a chair with wheels on it, right? Right. But what you see is my left shoulder. Mitch, when you screen this half of your body, your right side of your body, all you have to do, Mitch, is drop your left foot inside and your whole chest is wide open. Your whole chest is wide open, Mitch. Go to the rim this way, that way. The guy over there, right? The guy you're screening for is going that way. He can see your chest. He can drop the ball to you if he's a passer. Keith Turner's in the building. Salute. I don't think they teach Mitch that. I don't think they want Mitch to do that. And the reason why I say that is because this year you see Mitchell Robinson setting rock hard screens, but for the 4.5 years before that, Mitch was a slip screener. Throw your hip leg out there and then roll to the rim. Now Mitch is a rock steady Steven Adams type screener, and Mitch never touches the basketball offensively. Not in a position to do anything. And y'all know what I mean. Y'all know I'm just not making this up. When's the last time you saw Mitchell Robinson in an offensive position with the basketball ready to attack offensively? Chat, that's not a rhetorical question. That's a real question, chat. When have you seen Mitchell Robinson with the basketball looking to attack offensively? Y'all don't be shy, man. Y'all making me feel weird. Answer the question. Somebody answer the question. Yo, somebody answer. Yeah, somebody. Yo, y'all making this. It's awkward. Yo, y'all got. Yeah, there we go. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about if you're a defender and you see Mitchell Robinson's screen, do you even pay Mitch any attention? Right. Think about it. If Mitchell Robinson screens, right, and if you're a defender, do you even pay Mitch any attention? And if you don't, you know what that means? That means there's a free defender somewhere else on the floor that can double someone else. So so what I'm trying to paint the picture, and so if I'm painting it in a way that's esoteric, right? If I'm painting a picture that's esoteric, man, I apologize. I don't mean for it to be a laser beam. It should be broad, but at the same time, Mitchell Robinson has to work himself open in the offense. Even if Thibs wants him to set a steady screen, some of this stuff is just physics. Physics. Look at this. Look at Uncle Freezy's shoulder right here, right? And I know it's a big shoulder. Listen, I already know I have a big neck. Y'all save y'all jokes or whatever. We talking about Mitch. We're talking about Mitch right now. We ain't talking about Uncle Freezy, right? So Mitch is screening this way, and he screens with the outside of his body, right? Arms crossed here, screening with a steady base, screens with the outside of his body, moving his feet, not his shoulders, everybody. In screening, you want to have your feet barely outside of your shoulders, barely outside of your shoulders, right? So when you screen, you set your steady screen, right? You give up that one half of your body, knowing that as soon as contact is over, you can drop step with your inside leg and go to the rim. I think there's too much wasted movement, right? Too much wasted movement. And then by the time he corrects himself, they're already gone with the ball. And they don't look to pass to him anyway. I don't think they trust him. Right? I don't think they trust him. Now, am I saying something bad about Mitch? Nah. It's the opposite. What I'm saying about Mitch is this. Mitch, if you do these things, bro, and it's on tape, they got to eventually start passing you the ball, bro. It's not fair. It's not fair for a big to be running up and down the floor, 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 fighting three people on an offensive rebound for offensive rebound. And then Mitch beats three people for an offensive rebound, and the guards are, hey! Nah. Come on, what are we doing out here? Right? What are we doing out here? And then too, when you think about this, if Mitch is screening his man, Met's in the building, Julian Blum was good. I don't know if I said something to Wong, but Wong, what's good, bro? Right? But if Mitch screens, right, it's like body blows to perimeter defenders. After a while, they get screened so much, they start looking for the screen and dodging the screen, because over the course of a 48-minute game, whether it's Mitch screening them or not, you get fatigued and worn down by all these screens. Right? And so if you're a Mitch, you got to take advantage of this thing. Because after a while, over a 7-game series, they see you coming up the screen. They're not going to respect the set screen. They're going to try to go around that screen and chase Brunson. And then once chase mode is in effect, y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is. Once they start chasing Brunson around the screen to avoid the physicality, to avoid being worn down, now y'all already know what it is. Yeah, Big Cap is in the building. For sure. This is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, right? like the little guys banging up. Just imagine what it's like running into a brick wall time after time after time after time. That's one of the reasons why I ask y'all to be easy on Mikal Bridges, because Mikal Bridges is legitimately, Thibs wants that man to be. Anyways, on Mitch, if you screen up high, and Mitch becomes a threat, right off the roll, the roll man comes up to impede Mitch, and that opens up backdoor weak side options for OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, and Karl Anthony Towns. Excellent question. It's an excellent question, man. We've seen Mitch and Brunson together for 3 seasons. Has it been 3 seasons? It's been 3 seasons already. It's been 3 seasons, right? With Brunson. Because if it's 3 seasons with Brunson and Mitch and they still not doing it, they don't trust Mitch. They don't trust him. They don't trust him. And to be honest with you, it's not fair. It's not fair. It's imagine, it's like your girl go to the grocery store and get the groceries, and then she come home and then she got to bring all the bags in the house too. And there's men in there. Right? Your girl got to go shopping. She go get the groceries and then come to the crib, and then she got to walk up like 5 flights of stairs with the groceries. Nah. Man, meet her downstairs and grab them groceries bags, man, and bring them groceries upstairs. You feel me? Don't turn this thing into dead presidents, man. Come on. So this may be a Thibs thing, a Brunson thing. It might be a Mitch thing. It could be a combination of all. It could be a combination of all and have different levels of proportions to it. It may be 50% Brunson, 30% Thibs, 20% Mitch. We don't know what the dynamic is, but clearly Mitch not getting the ball after a screen is a thing. And if Mitch is not getting the ball after a screen, why would the defense even respect Mitchell Robinson going out there 35 feet away from the rim? Think about tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, you're gonna see Mitchell Robinson go screen for Jalen Brunson 40 feet away from the rim. They do that about 7 or 8 times a game, which is ridiculous. Why is Mitchell Robinson screening 40 feet away from the rim? He's not a 3-point shooter, especially not from 30 feet. And you're asking a man to sprint 40 feet after a screen just so that he can get there and try to find a body to box out to offensive. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I love Mitch. I think he's very miscast. And I don't see, for instance, I'll give an example. I haven't seen the mistakes that Mitchell Robinson makes offensively that makes people want to not pass him the ball. I'll give an example of the opposite, right? With 8 seconds left on the shot clock, or I'm sorry, with 18 seconds left on the shot clock, I don't want to give Randall the ball. Last year, I didn't want to give Randall the ball with a lot of time left on the clock because he's going to sit the jab step, look at the D, read the defense. Nobody's moving, right? He's trying to figure something out, right? All these different things, but the ball's not moving. Randall has it. 3-point stance. Triple threat, trying to figure something out. Where's the defense coming from? A fake defender is going to put his hands, hey, look at me, zombie. Trying to pause Randall. And now it's 6 seconds left on the shot clock. And now Randall's got to put his head down and drive to the rim. Same thing with RJ. Brooklyn Butch, thank you for the generous contribution. He says they can't do that because they haven't figured the press out and don't get into their offense until average of 14 seconds left on the clock. Check the tape. Now, hey, Brooklyn Butch, you already know. You talking to Uncle Freezy, baby. You know, I already know this. I pointed this out months ago. Right? Josh Hart's going to take the ball out, right? The other team's defender is going to be pressing Jalen Brunson on the inbound. They're going to force it to Brunson, and Brunson's going to take about 7 minutes to get across half. They're going to send a pseudo bracket, not a trap, right? Because you can't trap in the NBA with offensive skill players on the floor like what the Knicks have, because the Knicks will beat you and gain momentum, right? And then gain momentum. And then now once you give Cat, OG, and Bridges and Brunson offensive momentum, now you can't. Now they're going to blow you out the gym. And we've seen it probably about 20, 25 times this year, where you throw out a junk defense and Cat hits a 3 over the top of it. And then next thing you know, Bridges shoots a 3, Josh Hart tips in the miss, and now it's a 5-point swing, and you hadn't even felt the Brunson burner yet. Right? So teams don't trap us because we're blessed to have the offensive talent to destroy a trap, right? But to Brooklyn Butch's point, to the point that we've been making, Brunson's going to get the ball across half with 7 seconds. He's going to dribble so close to the timeline. You'll be like, Brunson, why are you so close to the timeline? And the half-court line, everybody, is the timeline. The half-court line is the timeline. He'll be dribbling so dangerous to the timeline that you're like, oh, my God. And then Mitch is going to come all the way out there. That's going to take 2 seconds. Now you're at 11, 10, 9, right? And then so he's going to dribble around, right? Mitch is going to roll to the rim. Nothing's going to be there. Then Brunson's going to be saucing with 7 seconds left to go, trying to create something. A lot of times he'll hit those shots. But can you depend on it? Can you depend on it? Yes, Brunson is clutch. But can you depend on the others to contribute to an efficient offense when you basically don't start your play until 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Now you're trying to figure some stuff out. And now you got Deuce shooting the ball over a taller defender. And sometimes he make them, sometimes he don't. Sometimes he'll make them, sometimes he won't. It's a part of the game. Nobody's going to shoot 100% from the floor. So what do y'all think? Offensively, what are y'all thinking? What's the answer in your mind? Chat, y'all tell me, what do y'all think? What's your answer? Nobody have an answer in the chat? While y'all typing your answers, I just want to thank all the new subscribers. And for all the people that are new, I get animated sometimes because I'm passionate about ball itself. Like, I don't want to just tell you like base level answers like, hey, nah, the team is soft. Like, yeah, I'm not going to start a channel just to say stuff like, the players need to play harder. Yo, I'm not going to sit up here and say stuff like, Thibs need to find a new offense. What I will say to you is that execution has been a problem for us. And it's not execution in the sense that the team is lazy. It's execution in a sense of we're in discovery mode on offense. And when you're in discovery mode, sometimes you just go back to what you're comfortable with. Hey, Marlon Khan says, move the ball, and play as a unit. It's not the Brunson show. Jalen Brunson, if you watching, bro, we not hating. We love to see somebody else touch the basketball, though. Not trying to cut down. See, the thing is, I don't want to cut down on Jalen Brunson's shots, right? I just want to be more efficient in the way we attack complicated defenses. See, you can't just attack complicated defenses with dribble, 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 dribble. Dribble, 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 dribble. And then now you kicking it out to Josh Hart with 9 seconds left on the shot clock, forcing him to attack a closeout, which is not his thing, right? And now Bridges and OG have to work themselves open. And now the defense have tightened the screws because they know they only have to play 8 seconds of defense. Wow. I'm going to put a star by this one, y'all. That man said Thibs' success is based off his star players bailing him out. Just like Thibs' offense is not rocket science. The problem is written on the wall and by the coach. Jay Mars, you gotta. Hey, Jay Mars, I know you from the city, bro, but like the conversations need some nuance, though. Like getting straight to the point. Like Jay Mars legit just got straight to the point. He's like, yo, I'm tired of talking about such and such. I'm gonna just get right to it. And he's gonna get right to the point. And I respect that in a way. I actually respect it a lot, right? But in a conversation where we trying to like figure stuff out, you know what I'm saying? Getting straight to the point is like I could have legit texted you. I could have legit not did a live stream and just texted y'all what J Mars said. And be like, yeah, I'm out of here. So, and J Mars says, Thibs loves the Cat show, the Randall show, the Brunson show. Yeah. Queen B in the building. Queen B says, You could say that about Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors, Phil Jackson and the Chicago Bulls. And J-Mal says, I've been a fan for 36 years. I'm tired. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Right? I feel you. I understand. I understand. Let me just say it that I understand. I do. Right. But for some of the ills that we face on a continuous basis, Chop Low is in the building. Salute. Hold on, y'all. I gotta do something. Hold on, y'all. I gotta do something. All right, I'm hurrying. Y'all relax. Okay. Just give me 2 seconds. Hey, Chop Low, that was me. Chop, that was me. Chop Low in the building. Just real quick, but before because I gotta wrap and take care of some stuff, man, because we got a lot of stuff going on this week. We doing the Vibes and Stuff morning show, probably 7:45. We trying to start this at 9. We got bumped off schedule a little bit. So I'm gonna try to do going forward, at least for the foreseeable future, maybe for the next few days, Thursday and Friday, Lawrence Tears from the Knicks Morning Drive. The Knicks Morning Drive from 9 to 11. We're just gonna do that, and then try to do the Knicks at Night podcast from 11:30 to 1:30, something like that. Yeah. Just want to say this just real quick because we got Knicks freestyle coming your way in a little bit. Knicks freestyle coming your way at 7. The Knicks at Night podcast tonight at, did I say 11:30? 11:30 to 1:30. Yeah, 1:30ish. Yeah. The Knicks have superior talent. We know that already. Right? The Knicks have superior talent. We know that already. Our thing is, in the playoffs, you play a great team every night. And you're going to win some and you're going to lose some. Right? But the key is living. Right? You're going to win some games, you're going to lose some games, but the key to it is surviving. Right? Detroit beat us game 2. It's not the end of the world. The Knicks have a very, very, very talented roster. And I know we complain about it because the pieces are not always used the correct way. I'm going to say, from a fan, just like you guys are, like I'm just like y'all, except in a super swaggy way, right? I'm just like y'all, right? All the stuff that y'all feel, I feel it too. Like the frustration, the highs and lows, and all that, I feel that just like y'all do, right? But at the same time, what I will say is no championships are won in April. Championships are won in June. We got to make it to June. And on that note, I'm out of here, y'all. I'm gonna see it. Nick, hey man, Nick's freestyle, man. Please tune in. Thank you everybody for helping the channel grow. I'm not for sure what our number is gonna be. I don't know how big we're gonna be, but I want y'all to be there. Right? We put in a lot of work. Man, we grinded for a long time. YouTube had us in baby jail, and we were grinding regardless. The numbers didn't show the work that we put in, but now that we out of baby jail, I expect the channel to be, I expect us to be in the game, so to speak. I expect Lawrence Tears to be, when you mention Knicks content creators, I expect by the end of the year, this channel will be in that conversation with everyone else. And it's not because I'm dope. It's because what we're building here is dope. Right? It's not because I come through with the dope commentary all the time. It's because I show up, y'all show up, and we make this thing great. Right? So if you're new and you're watching this and trying to figure out, you know, why I'm shouting out Chop Low is my people. J Mars is my people. BK Steph is my people. Lamar Jackson and HRM, these are my people. Right? It's like we got a good thing going on here. And so if you want to be a part of that, subscribe to the channel. On that note, man, I'm out of here. Peace, y'all.